Hello, and welcome to Stealing a Moment with Mr. Crook, taking some time to look at the present and the future. Quote of the day: just enjoy today. Today we're going to focus on this idea that was presented in an article. It's been on social media and the news. It was actually sent out to our staff, and I thought I'd share it in an easier format with the students as well. What are we feeling during this time of quarantine? There are lots of emotions, lots of feelings, lots of things going through your mind. And the author and researcher of this article put out the idea that what we're feeling is actually grief. That might seem strange to some because grief is usually associated with the loss of a loved one or a pet. But these stages of grief match surprisingly well with what's going on in the world today and what people are feeling because of this quarantine. The stages of grief have been around for a long time. Researchers have identified these common different stages. And let's look at them briefly. First one, denial. Denying that something actually happened, the loss of a loved one. Denial that this quarantine has happened and that school is being closed. Leads to confusion, shock, and fear. Second stage is anger. This is where we often feel frustrated, we get anxiety, we just get short with people, angry at family members, and we're in this part of anger. The third stage is bargaining. Thinking things in your mind or saying things like, if only I had, then this would change. If only I had done something, then school would not be closed. If only I had done something, then this person would not have passed. This bargaining stage we can easily identify. However, it's often not very helpful. There isn't much that you could do to change school from closing. But it is a stage that we often find ourselves in during grief. Fourth one, depression. This down, low, overwhelmed state. Overall, just kind of sadness, just kind of down and depressed. The fifth one, acceptance. Exploring new options, accepting the new things that are around you, the new activities and things that you get to do, rather than those that you don't get to do. Research has also shown us that we don't know how long these stages last for individuals. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's more like a week, sometimes you skip some of these stages. And we also know that these stages are not in a linear fashion. You don't just go denial, anger, depression, acceptance, and you're done. Sometimes you can be in a state of denial, you can jump to depression, then one day or two acceptance. But then all of a sudden you start getting the tears again. And research knows that this is a cycle. But what we will soon find over time is that we find ourselves in the stage of acceptance for longer periods of time. So, with this quarantine and being stuck at home, what can we do to get to this stage of acceptance? It is good to identify what stage you're in. It's good to write down what you're feeling, even write down what you miss. But it's also time to start accepting the new normal. Write down what you're thankful for. Write down what you're enjoying today. You might have 2 columns on a piece of paper. One column of the things that you miss. You miss some of the field trips, the movies, the friends, the activities, the things you were doing at school. And the other column, write down for the things that you're thankful for. You're healthy. You're home doing some fun activities. You're starting to do some schoolwork. Write down what you're enjoying today. 3 key takeaways. Focus on today. Don't worry about the past. Just focus on what's going on today and what fun you can have today. Don't worry about tomorrow or future plans. Sometimes we get stuck in these thoughts of what might happen in the future. Just enjoy today. Show love to others. Give some of your family members a break who are struggling with these same feelings around you. Lastly, look for the new normal. Start enjoying the things around you today. Maybe even start a new routine. Get up, get your shower, get dressed just as if you were going to school. Maybe go for a walk outside after lunch. Play a new game with a friend online. Do some of these activities that are new, fun, and are going to become your new normal. So, last part of this video, found this calendar from the Action for Happiness. Whatever day you're watching this, find the date. Look at the little message. Challenge yourself to do it. If you're watching this and it is the 21st, it says send a letter or message to someone you can't be with. If it's not one of these dates you're watching it, then pick one that you enjoy. Notice 5 things that are beautiful in the world around you. Take 5 minutes to sit and be still. Contact your neighbor or friend and offer to help them with something. But find the date that you are watching this video and make a challenge. Maybe even try doing a whole week or doing 3-4 days in a row, just to have some fun and some different things that you can do. As I close this message, as I do in all the classroom activities, most importantly, go forth and do great things.